Credit cards. I have been swiped, declined, maxed out, and minimum paid for 60 years. I have watched credit cards go from a convenience for rich people to a tax on poor ones. And in all that time, I have never met a single cardholder who actually understood what they signed. Here's what they never told you. Your credit card is not a payment method. It is a subscription to a debt service that you pay forever and never cancel. The bank is not your partner. The bank is the house. And the house always wins because the house wrote the rules in 8-point font on page 47 of a contract you scrolled past in 9 seconds. I have sat in wallets next to that contract for years. Nobody ever opens it. The bank counts on that. The entire business model assumes you will not read what you signed, will not ask what you are paying, and will not question why a piece of plastic gets to charge you interest on a sandwich. So today, I am opening the contract for you. The minimum payment trap. Look at the bottom of your statement. That little number labeled minimum payment. It looks generous. It is not generous. It is engineered. The minimum payment is calculated to cover the interest in full plus a token sliver of the principal, which means a balance that takes you 10 minutes to spend takes you 18 years to pay off. I have seen people pay $3,000 on a $1,000 dinner. Same dinner, different timeline. Let me show you what is actually happening. You spend $1,000. The bank charges you 24% a year on that $1,000. The minimum payment they suggest is roughly $25 a month. Of that 25, about 20 goes to interest and 5 goes to your actual debt. Next month, the balance barely moved, but the interest reset on almost the same number. You are running on a treadmill that the bank built, set the speed on, and charges you to use. The bank does not call this a trap. They call it a feature. They are correct. It is a feature. It is just not a feature for you. How they actually make their money. Everyone thinks credit cards make money on swipe fees. That is the appetizer. The main course is interest. 24% APR compounded daily on a balance you forgot you carried. They want you to pay. They just want you to pay slowly. A customer who pays in full every month is, in industry language, a deadbeat. I am not making that up. That is the actual word they use in their internal reports. The profitable customer is the one drowning at minimum payment. The customer who carries a balance, pays the interest, panics, transfers it to another card, and starts the cycle again. That is the customer their entire system is built to manufacture. Think about that for a second. The most desirable client in the credit card industry is, by definition, somebody who cannot afford the credit card. The whole product is designed around your financial weakness, not your financial strength. The marketing pretends otherwise. The math does not. The grace period illusion. Here is one I love. The grace period. Sounds civilized. Sounds generous. 21 to 25 days where they do not charge you interest. What they leave out is when that grace period actually applies. It only applies if you paid your previous balance in full. If you carried even $1 of balance from last month, the grace period evaporates. Every new purchase starts accumulating interest the second it hits your account. That coffee you bought this morning is already costing you more than the price on the menu, and you have not even finished drinking it. The bank does not announce this. They wait for you to discover it on a statement 6 weeks from now, when you cannot remember what you bought or why. By then, the interest is collected, the money is theirs, and your only recourse is to pay it. The grace period is real. It is just not for you. It is for the deadbeats. The people they wish they had fewer of. The rewards illusion. 2% cash back. Airline miles. Points. The whole carnival. Here is the math nobody runs for you. The average rewards card charges a merchant around 3% per transaction. That cost gets passed into the price of everything you buy, whether you use the card or not. So the cash person at the register is subsidizing your miles. The store raised the price for everyone to absorb swipe fee, and you are getting 2% of an inflated price back as a reward. You did not win. You took a small refund on a markup the card itself created. And it gets worse. If you carry a balance for 1 month at 24% APR, you have erased 2 years of 2% rewards in 30 days. One late payment, one finance charge, and the entire rewards apparatus collapses into a rounding error. You are not winning the game. You are paying tuition for the illusion of winning. The frequent flyer status, the lounge access, cash backtracker on the app, all of it is theater designed to keep you swiping. As long as you swipe, they win, regardless of whether you redeem a single point. The fees they hope you never read. Open the cardholder agreement. Scroll to the fees section. It reads like a menu at a restaurant where every item is a trap. Annual fee, late payment fee, return payment fee, foreign transaction fee, cash advance fee, plus cash advance interest, which starts the moment you withdraw and never gets a grace period. Balance transfer fee, usually 3 to 5% of whatever you transferred, paid up front before you even start saving on the lower rate they advertised. Overlimit fee, on a limit they set, on a card they issued, for spending they approved. Each one of these fees is a separate revenue line in the bank's quarterly report. Each one was written by a lawyer, approved by a regulator, and disclosed in language designed to be skipped. I have watched billions of dollars move through these fees in a single year. The bank does not market them. They do not need to. They just need you to slip once. One late payment, one overseas purchase, one cash advance at a casino at 2 in the morning. And the fee structure does the rest of the work for them. The thing nobody put in writing. Call your card company. Ask for a lower interest rate. Just ask. Roughly half the time, they say yes, because keeping you is cheaper than losing you to a competitor. Ask for a fee waiver on a late charge, especially if it is your first one in a year. They have a discretionary waiver budget. Use it. Ask for a credit limit increase without a hard pull, which raises your available credit and improves your utilization ratio without dinging your score. Ask for a retention offer when you threaten to close the account. They have entire departments staffed for that conversation. They are called retention specialists, and their job is to give you something to make you stay. None of this is in the welcome letter. All of it is available. The system does not advertise these levers because the system runs on the assumption that you will never pull them. Most people do not. Most people assume the rate they were given is the rate they have. It is not. The rate is negotiable. The fee is negotiable. The limit is negotiable. The relationship is negotiable. Pull the levers. Closing. Your credit card is not free money. It is the most expensive money in the building, dressed up as convenience. Pay in full or do not use it. There's no middle ground that ends well for you. Every other use case the bank promotes, the rewards, the points, the perks, exists to keep you in the system long enough to slip once. One slip pays for all the rewards they ever gave you. The bank knows this. The marketing department knows this. The risk department definitely knows this. Now you know it too. Next time, we're going to talk about the score they assign to you without asking. The 3-digit number that decides whether you get a mortgage, what rate you pay on your car, and in some states, how much you pay for car insurance. You did not apply for that score. You did not approve it. But you live inside the consequences of it every day. I will tell you who built it, who profits from it, and what you can actually do about it.